You know, I'm not trying to be boring or depressive. I'm just trying. Well, I'm not really trying. I'm just being myself, you know? Episode 27. This is kind of strange. I'm not really sure. I guess basically episode 28 is going to be like what led up to episode 26. So I guess the series is going to be a little bit backwards for 3 episodes. I know, and I'm saying 3 because I know that this one I am not going to make another episode until I finish what was supposed to be episode 26 to make it episode 28. So, welcome back, episode 27. There's a few things I wanted to talk about in this video. I wrote down, I started to record this episode like at, 9 a.m. today. And I recorded like 13 minutes of footage. And then I paused the recording because I went over to my cousin's house for a little bit. And I came back, but before I left, I just quickly jotted some notes. Just a couple, literally just like 2 things that I wanted to talk about that I probably should have just talked about last episode. Strange thing about post commentary so far is that I feel like I don't want to end my commentary before the recording ends. Because even though, I'm sure it wouldn't matter. But I also don't want the recording to be too little amount of time for me to commentate. I actually, I was watching the last episode I just made earlier today, and I really enjoyed it. And I'm really not, I haven't, it's been half a year since I've even looked at this channel. And I just, that's another thing. I was half a year. It's crazy how long it's been. I'm just, anyway. So, I don't even know how I normally do these videos. Because, I looked at episode 25 just to confirm what my intro used to be, which is like, hey guys, Spiffy here, you know this, or some fucking shit. So, I don't know how I normally act, or how I normally conduct myself. And I just realized that my fucking mic was on the wrong setting, so I probably sound kind of stupid. But it's okay. I don't think I'm gonna re-record it. If it sounds terrible, then I might. But I'll just turn the audio down, way down. It's gonna need to go way down. So I have been taking a little break. I don't even know if I should talk about this, but I'm taking a little break from people, I guess. You know, I do this every so often. I kind of just vanish from the internet. And you know, people, every time I do it, people always worry about me. You know, people like kind of freak out. Some people, you know, some people more than others. Other people don't even notice I'm gone. But some people, you know, they message me and they're like, geez, you know, I'm worried about you. You know, where are you? And, you know, I get it, and I guess I appreciate the sentiment, but it also doesn't feel right, because I feel like if you really knew me, you would know that I do this all the time. So, I get a little razzed when people do that. You know, like I feel like if you really gave a shit, you would maybe you would already know me enough to know that I'm fine. And you know, what if I wasn't fine? You know, what if I died or something, and nobody would ever be able to find out? Like, what if I quit the internet? I just fucking sold all my computers and just left. What would these people do? Eventually they would just move on. And by people I just mean like my acquaintances, like viewers, Twitch viewers, I guess. You know, people in my community, people I know. Anyway, whatever. I just have been... Yeah, you know, I can't deal with people too much. I really gotta take my distance. I don't really want to get into that, but yeah, you know, I take times like this. I usually take to just kind of bear down on my work that I've been slacking off on or whatever. And usually it doesn't go too well, but this time around it's been going pretty well. Just finishing up some work. Really getting it done. Except for yesterday, I almost broke my fucking nose, so I felt like I couldn't really do anything yesterday. And today I don't really feel the same way, but I just feel lazy today. And to be fair, I essentially felt lazy yesterday too, because I could have done, you know, I could have gotten some shit done, but I just didn't, because the thought of my nose was distracting me. That's funny. If you know what I'm talking about, you know, just the previous episode. So, you know, I don't know why I feel like I'm probably stutter. Probably remembering some stuff wrong. I don't know. My conscience is telling me that I was like randomly keeping a lid on my plans for this channel because I didn't want to talk about it. I just wanted to do it. That's how I feel about a lot of things nowadays. So I guess I shouldn't be surprised or really resentful towards that mindset. But I'd like to talk about it now. Things change. I change. I recorded I believe, what was it? Maybe it was, yeah. I think I recorded like the first episode to a Wizard 101 Let's Play. Probably in December. Or maybe not in December. Maybe in November. Sometime last year. And I bought membership for like a month or something, and yeah, I was gonna do a series, and I don't even think I got one episode in because you know, the game is different, and it really was fucking with my heartstrings a little bit, you know. And you know, it's I'll put it in, you know. I'm still gonna go through with the series, but the reason here's what happened. I started recording, you know, the first episode, and I went through the tutorial. You know, I'm talking about Wizard 101, and I feel like because I didn't even know if I said that yet, but I was so pissed that I was 1 second away from getting the third chest right there. You know, so I don't know. I started recording and I was going through the tutorial, and there was some different stuff that I was noticing. I don't know if I was mentioning it. I don't know. The recording, I don't even know where the recording is. I know I have it. And I'm going to use it, but you know, I recorded, commentated, whatever, and then I got out of the tutorial area and into like the first street, which is still pretty much the tutorial area. And I was just looking around, and I was like, you know, the fucking dialogue was just changed, and the fucking voice actors were different, and I was like, what? Why did you do this? You know, like, why did they just... And you know what? I wasn't even going to talk about this episode either, but Toontown is doing the same shit, and I fucking hate it. And it's just, I don't know. It's something that I'm just... Obviously, anyone who gives a shit remotely just deals with, but... You know, so it just irks me. It's like, you know, they take all of the nostalgic bits about Wizard 101. You know, everybody loves the starting area. You know, you look at the starting area and you just think fucking childhood. You just think fucking summer mornings or summer nights you're just spending on that, or sick days. You know, you call out sick from school, or you are sick, you know, and you fucking play Wiz or Toontown. It's just a classic. It's just so nostalgic. And these fuckers are just like, oh, you know, all that nostalgia, remember that shit? Guess what? It's gone now. The recording cuts here. This is where I left to go to my cousin's house. Anyway, it's just, you know, that's like, I'm probably, I feel like pretty isolated in that mindset. Like, I don't feel like too many other people probably give a shit, you know, about them changing the voice actors or whatever. You know, they changed like half of the spell animations, and they're still changing them, and it's just like, it's kind of cool, but it's like, mostly it's like, why are you taking these age-old spells that are like a decade old and everybody's familiar with them, and you're just like, and the worst part is they don't even make the animations or anything better. They actually make them worse. Like, they literally look and sound like they're trying too hard, you know? Like, they sound like too much. And, you know, so I was playing Toontown today, recording these episodes, and I haven't played in, you know, a while. I mean, I played a couple times within the last few months, but not enough to really be able to notice any differences. But, you know, I noticed a few differences when I was playing. A couple differences, I think, when I was playing today. The one I can't even remember, but the other one, which is the one I noticed first, is, I think it was like I was fighting a pencil pusher. You'll see it later here, where I'm fighting this pencil pusher, and he does this erase, or oh yeah, no, actually it already went past it. I think I'd fight another one, and he does the same thing though later on. But he does the pencil sharpener move, and I could just hear the sound effects were different, and I was just like, huh, like, why are you fucking with it? Why are you fucking with it if it's not broken? Like, I don't think you're really... And there it is, yeah. It's like a weird bandy, like rubber bandy noise. And it's just, and I could be wrong, but I've played this game for a long time, and I don't think I recall that being the sound effect for that move. And it's like, why? And why are they changing these sounds? Like, do you think that anyone, I mean, I guess maybe if you're feeling more progressive or optimistic about the game, I guess, but like I feel like most people, I don't know, I don't really want to speak for anybody, but like I feel like most people respect and appreciate the nostalgic aspect of this game. And so for me, it's like, all you're doing, in my view, I feel like all you're doing is creating a gap between yourself as the dev and the community that kind of unconsciously appreciates that you leave the game the fuck alone, and keep it as faithful to the original as you can, But instead, they just start changing shit, and it's like, why? Because I guess my point is like, what is it actually affecting, other than just me being slightly irked? Like, are you trying to appease, new players? Do you think a new player is gonna hear the fucking pencil sharpener and be like, oh wow? No, they're not gonna know, even. Somebody who's just playing Toontown for the first time is not gonna know that it's a refreshed sound effect. So why the fuck does it matter? All you're doing is you're kind of like hurting the relationship, the understanding, I think, between... that's just me. And also, I'm not trying to be dramatic. I realize that is really not important. But if you look at this game, they're really not changing much, but they will. And Wizard 101 changed a fuckload. I mean, they changed the entire texture. Like, they changed all of the textures and lighting of Wizard City. So it's like, and they included a legacy mode, which I very much appreciate, by the way. But the legacy mode is fucking only good for the textures, and that's only textures that are old. There are new assets that are in the game that are in the game. So if you use legacy mode, it doesn't mean that you're getting the original experience. It just means you're getting the original textures, and you're only getting the ones that were, initially there to begin with. But you're still getting all the new ones. Anyway, so it's me. Ultimately it's me complaining about minimal shit. I'm not trying to be dramatic, or I'm not trying to be, a pushover about it. I'm just observing, vocally observing that these things are changing, and it's just a little bit upsetting. I don't like change. I don't like change when it's something that's very old, Like, if you have an old fucking game, if you want to change it, you should just make a new fucking game, or a sequel or something, Like, don't fuck with sacred shit. I feel like that's kind of how I feel. Toontown is 20 years old. Why would you fuck with it now? You know, what are they gonna do? Change the engine and make it look like fucking ray traced, like Fortnite or something? Like, I'm not. Anyway, so end of rant. But I am going to do the Wizard 101 series, and I am very excited about it because you know, inevitably you get used to the changes, and inevitably you kind of forget about which one you eventually kind of forget what is different after so long, unless it's like blatantly obvious changes. So, you know, a couple months ago I just binged Wizard 101 on my main character, and I had such a blast, and I really, like, you know, I got used to the new animations and fucking voices and quest lines and whatever else. And I really enjoyed myself. It was like classic days of just binging. I was just waking up, getting on, fucking playing all day. It was like back to childhood. It was a really wonderful time. I find that Wizard 101 is kind of gonna be a strange game to record. I think it'll be hour-long episodes at least, or just longer than 20 minutes. Because it's much longer and harder and faster and deeper to do anything in that game as opposed to this one. So I will do that. And also, one series that's kind of canceled as of right now is Genshin Impact. I recorded like 2 episodes, one of which is uploaded. But I don't know. First of all, I thought the game was very cool, but I just, you know, I don't know. I just didn't give a shit. So I just recorded a couple episodes of that and then just stopped. So I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon at all. I doubt it's going to happen at all. So if you were hoping to see some anime gaming of that caliber, then you are out of luck. I'd like to become like a solid Toontown YouTuber, like getting recognized in game. Hey man, is that the real Jellybird? Toontown famous. I can't imagine that too many people are gonna take an interest in this channel because I'm very boring. I'm a very boring person. I'm a very monotone, boring person. That wasn't always the case. I don't know what changed and when. I guess I just got a kind of pretty fatalistic and just apathetic, which I don't see anything wrong with that. It's just life, you know. You could take it. You could take life how you want to take it. That's the beauty, I guess. So I can piss and moan if I want to, you know, and just be a fucking a downer. I mean, I guess I am, actually. I was talking to this girl, like, a few months ago, and I don't remember how the conversation went, but I don't remember what she even said, but it made me, like, I just came to this random realization that I'm a very negative, I'm a cynic. Yeah, I'm very cynical. Very, very downer, you know. I think that's true. I think cynicism is just a symptom of reality, though. I just perceive things how I do. Other people can, you know, differ in that. But, you know, what I've seen in my life you know, that's just how I am because of it. I don't know what to say. I mean, I'm really not, you know, a depressed person. Well, no, I guess I am perpetually, but it's not like, you know, I'm hopeless or anything. You know, I'm not in a danger zone of any sort. I really never am. I'm just kind of cynical. Pretty cynical. See you next episode.